So, in a crazy scenario, in a crazy world, the Clippers definitely have a weird opportunity in front of them, which I think they should definitely back off of. But it's an opportunity nonetheless, and I think maybe some Clippers fans might be interested. And what I'm talking about is somehow the Clippers are still in the running or have an opportunity to trade for Kyrie Irving, even though he's on the Dallas Mavericks. I know you've been hearing reports about Kyrie being, traded to the Lakers possibly, to LA. And because apparently what's going on in Dallas, things are not as great as a lot of people would have hoped, especially the fact that they regressed by not even making the play-in tournament or the playoffs with a superstar caliber player like Kyrie added to a Luka Doncic. It just didn't materialize the way it should have. But of course, they haven't stayed long enough to really build chemistry or anything like that. But even still, a lot of people believe it's over with before it even started, as soon as they traded and got Kyrie or landed Kyrie on Dallas. So, with that being said, Luka didn't seem too happy about the trade and everything. And, he seemed happy about the trade, but I guess as playing with Kyrie, the few games he did, he saw that he really wasn't, happy with how the gameplay and the game plan is with somebody like Kyrie on the floor, whereas rather it was when Kyrie wasn't there and, Luka was the main focal point and he was the guy 110% of the time. Now you got to share that with another superstar caliber, type player like Kyrie, and it just really kind of looks like him and Luka don't fit together on the court to me by the way the game plan is of what Jason Kidd is coming up with. And on top of that, the way Kyrie just plays more freestyle basketball, it's not really basketball that's going to help and generate championships like, the Dallas Mavericks are hoping that they can get out of Luka Doncic while he's there, added to, by adding Kyrie Irving as well. But either way, with all that said, somehow the Clippers have an opportunity to trade for Kyrie. Now, the trade scenario, I was reading NBA analysis, a couple other websites, as you can see. I was reading the site, and, the trade analysis is basically Marcus Morris, you get Terrence Mann, and you get a lottery pick, and maybe throw in maybe one more person in there for, good measures. But of course, it'd be like another role player is what they're basically offering the situation. And by saying that, I just don't know. I don't believe that it's really worth it. Me personally, my stance is still the same. I don't believe Kyrie is worth anything to go after now. And I say that because I don't feel like Kyrie is playing to win championships. I feel like he's playing the sport because he's great at it. He knows he's great at it. He knows it's a paycheck. He knows it's a great paycheck, and it's a great outlet for him to do what he wants to do at times. But I don't really think Kyrie is interested in basketball 100% of the time. Not like I felt like he was back on Cleveland when he was with, LeBron and everything, trying to get his first championship, trying to get his foot in the door and be looked at as one of those top players in the league. Unlike back then, I don't see the fight or the hunger in Kyrie anymore as a basketball player. So me, if I'm a team like the Clippers or any team that's trying to win a championship, I just wouldn't go with Kyrie. I wouldn't even consider it. I would just leave it be. Don't even worry about it. And no matter what trade offer they give you or offer you for Kyrie, I just wouldn't really take on it. I wouldn't even waste my breath or my energy if I were them. And that's just my opinion. But based upon what we've seen from Kyrie, he ruins organizations. He doesn't help them. And playing alongside Luka Doncic, of course he didn't play with them that long, but I still think they should have made the play-in tournament or been a little bit better of a team by adding another superstar caliber player like Kyrie, but they weren't because Kyrie just has his own mind and, he thinks how he thinks, and sometimes, he might want to go explore another planet or something like that instead of playing basketball. So I don't really think you should put your all into a player like that who doesn't put his all into his craft. And apparently Kyrie is well established, won a championship with, LeBron and, been to multiple All-Star games, definitely is one of those top tier players, definitely a top 10 player when healthy to me. But what comes with Kyrie just really isn't enough for any team to really build off of. And especially a team like the Clippers who are trying to get their first championship, which seems like it's just the most hardest dire need thing in the world to do for the Clippers because injuries just keep hitting them time after time after time. And it's been like this for a long time. A lot of people may blame Kawhi Leonard and all this other crap, but regardless, you can sit and say what you want. It was like this back in CP3, Blake Griffin era. It was like this before when the Clippers had Lamar Odom and Darius Miles back in the day. It was injuries and always something holding them back. So I don't know what it is with the team itself. I don't believe in curses or anything like that. I don't like to take it that far, but man, I tell you, it's always something with the Clippers. But either way, it doesn't matter. It is what it is. But honestly, the Clippers don't need to go after Kyrie. They definitely need to look elsewhere. They definitely don't need to put their foot forward with that one. Oh, yeah, and I forgot to mention the other name that was entered in that trade proposal along with Marcus Morris and Terrence Mann. The lottery pick was Robert Covington. Now, to me, there again, the Clippers will be giving up so much of their depth, not per se with Marcus Morris, but Robert Covington and Terrence Mann and a future pick. That's a little bit too much for a guy in Kyrie who doesn't look like he wants to play basketball half the time, and he's not in control of his own thoughts to where he can neutralize that and get through a whole season without any drama added to a team of what they already have. So to me, it's not really worth it to go after Kyrie, even with those pieces, because those pieces are valuable to a possible championship team, whereas Kyrie only ruins teams now. He doesn't make them championship teams. He just came from a team with 3 superstars or 3-star players, which is him, Durant, and Harden, and look what he did with that. He messed that situation up, and he messed up the Cleveland situation. He messed up the Boston situation. I mean, he just messes up everything. So my point is, I wouldn't even, if I were the Clippers, I wouldn't even entertain those players, because those players have value to me. Those players can help a team, maybe besides Marcus Morris. I just think he's kind of spent, out of gas now in his career, or at least close to it. I don't know, or maybe just not. Maybe he's injured. Who knows? But regardless of that, like I said, those players are. I wouldn't make the trade if I were the Clippers. I would look elsewhere, maybe look for somebody else and look for some more pieces if they don't feel like the piece they have is good enough, because honestly, going after Kyrie is just a waste. And I just think, the Clippers, they don't need to waste no lottery pick and some good role players on a player like Kyrie, who is such a question mark and somebody that you basically can't even trust.